Hello, and we are live straight into the episode. We've got Preston coming up, league above us, who we're going to have a little test against in the cup here. Then we're going to be getting back to league action. Before we get back to league action, we're going to have a little look at adding Dennis Pearce. Here is Dennis Pearce. They want 150 for him. I think it's time that we upgrade our left-back area. I think he's got, other than his passing is dreadful. But he's got good acceleration, good positioning, good pace, good tackling, good strength. And then if you compare him to, we've been mixing in Boland. I think he's better than Boland. And we've been mixing in the now departing Tony Vaughan. And I think he's better than him. I think for 150, we're going to go ahead with this. Good morning, guys. Right, we've got morning, Kev. Hope you're well. Still have the Ultimate Soccer Manager music in my head. I'm glad people have really enjoyed that. It's done really well, that video. And it was just an absolute pleasure to play. Good morning. Good morning to you, Marcus, as well. I did say this to you, but in the comments, but I need to snip that out and get that. We could just have it play constantly. Now, I was looking at Elijah Anderson here. The problem is, they want a lot more money for him. Now, he's a better player, but then he doesn't have the defensive aspect. So I'm going to leave that for now. We're going to have a look at Dennis, see what Dennis is about. Look, Dennis wants £1,000 a week. I'm even going to try and stiff him 100 on that. Frederick Canute, it could have been so perfect. Could have been so perfect for us. Brand Laws has resigned from his player manager at Kidderminster. Kiddy are in trouble there, aren't they? Bang in trouble. Right, Cornelius was someone that we could have went for, but I want to be playing him on the left, and he's only got that right foot. Right, Tony Vaughan will be leaving. We've potentially got a replacement coming in. Hello, Liv. Nice to see you. Out here representing Sheffield. Ipswich does Pearce has agreed terms with Man City. Here we go. He's coming in. This is a bad sign. Things have started. Things have started like normal and well. Geary's accepted a new contract as well. So that's pleasing to me. Here we are. This is a big test. Now Preston, they're in Division 1, but they're down the bottom. When we go up, you would like to think we've already got a team capable of doing okay. I'm like, is Pearce going to come in for his debut? Yeah, capable of doing okay. Oh, annoying. Is Matteo back? Matteo is back. George and Dar's going to have to come out here. Right. Andy Booth, final chance. Yes, so as I was saying, I feel like we've got a team that would do okay. But we've just got a few questions. You know what? I'm going to do it. Vaughan has disappointed me with his lack of loyalty. Don't think it's quite reserves time for him yet. But we're not far off. We're going with the home formation. Clark, Pearce, Mateo, Walker, Kenner, Williams, Nicholson, Crystal, Booth, Bull, Newby. It's good. It's so good to be back. Preston, 4-4-2 short. Look at Arano. Let's have a look at Arano. When did they grab him? A free from Sampdoria. We could have done with him when we were out there. One day I will go back to Serie A on this stream. I'm convinced of it. Patrick, morning all. Kev, where's the hat? I've got the emergency hat on standby. But we had a winning streak the other day. We need to try and learn to live without the power of the hat, the corrupted power of the hats. This is your chance, Andy Booth. Have a good game. Get sold. Stop causing me a headache. What is his head? Jumping 17, heading 14. I feel like he should just be getting way more goals than he's got so far. Just, if nothing else, from his aerial prowess. Can't really say that word. It's good to be seeing the bus again. Well, I'm gonna find a Matchbox version of that bus for my shelf back here. I think 23 minutes in, playing against higher opposition, I'm fairly happy with that. Fairly happy with this. You don't get through in the FA Cup for being 0-0 after 26 minutes. But we're not leading shots on target. We are leading shots. We're leading possession. And we've scored. Justin Walker, another free kick. I'm thinking he might be someone that we look to bring in permanently. Because if we are in this division next year, he'd be a nailed-on starter, one of the best players at this level. And if we're not, I'm like, where do I book these games? I'm not even paying attention and we're winning. Let's put these up here. There is big man Booth. He's like, I finally scored. You know, like you're messing around with stuff that was on your footstool. I'm like, Bielsa, I need things to be perfect for me on the sideline. Right, let's get Newby off captain. Let's get Clark back to captain. I don't think this would be considered a giant killing, would it? It is a local derby of sorts. Man City, Preston. Am I right with my geography here, people? Certainly an area derby. Andy Booth. He's like... George Nadar? I don't think so. It's Boofy time. If we could have a fully motivated, resurgent Andy Booth for the second half of the season, I feel like that would be key to pushing us over the yellow dotted line. I think it's yellow, isn't it, that we want to be in, the automatics. Right, let's get some subs on, because this game is done. Newby can come off for Patrick. We're going to get the lesser spotted Trondegel Solved this season. He's going to come on for my boy Cristal. And let's get Micah Hyde on for Williams, just because of his yellow card. We'll be on the touchline, showing the assistant their studs, checking that they've not got any jewellery on, excited to come on. 29,000 will be going crazy. Are the good times coming back to Man City? I don't want to use the word Richard Sadler. Let's have a look at Sadler. Decent. Oh, hang on a minute. On loan from Corinthians. That's mental. Who else do you... They've got Radski as well, look. What has gone on? That's like when I manage a team of Rincon. Too old. And it's like, yeah, I only know the English players, so I'll just sign a load of those. Oh, Walker's hit the bar. Walker's nearly added a second. Job done. Unusually, I've brought a brew with me, so I'm just going to mute because no one wants to hear me slurping this. Matt Clark with a 10. You can have a brew as well, lad. Ref has had a great name. Oh, Arbone. Good morning. How close are we to part 2 of the Lazio save? I think we're 8 subscribers away. Door. Sorry to kind of like... I was going to use the word paywall. It's not paywall, but I was just like, I need there to be some time between when I do the first one and when I do the second one. Everyone be cool. This is a massive game. Needed some like drama music there. Dun 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 dun. Close up of my eyes. It's Hereford. They'll have sold out the away end. They'll have banners. Judas. Disgrace. In Corinthians, I spotted Sutatis, a player who actually starred against Man United and is amazing. He was on the transfer list there. Maybe you could go sign him. Let's go back. done a terrible job of setting my desk up for this stream. I feel so distracted by how messy it is. Man, we didn't even see the draw. I wanted to do my Graham Kelly impression. Manchester City will play Derby. I know everyone's like, will you stop doing that? But I'll never stop doing it. Right, where are Derby? Derby are Prem boys. Is Walker going to be unavailable for this? Redknapp's been set by West Ham. I was like, what were we going? It's like, come on, brain. What were we doing? We were going to go to Corinthians, and we are looking for the big Lithuanian. I don't know. I don't know about this, Dor. I think he's a position that we don't need currently. And I think he would be someone that we'd have to play. He's also on like 10,000 a week. He is going on the list. I would love to sign all of these Brazilians. I can't remember. You can do Brazil and Argentinian league on here, can't you? This is massive. Hereford. Let's get a bit of league cam up. Hereford they're down there. They're in trouble. One of their 4 wins was us. Just as a spoiler for anyone watching the Crystal Palace video lately, I hope you like the Masio-ball live logo, corner of the screen there, because a spoiler is I recorded the whole thing with it on, even though it's not Masio-ball live. So I'm just going to own up to it. Right, we need these subs out. Who's this guy? That's Bolan. So who have we got? We've got Patrick, Solved, Hyde. We're going to get Solved off. I want a defendy type of guy on here. Let's get McAvoy. Let's have Pearce. Let's see how Pearce can do in his first league action. What did he do last time out? I think well, look at that. He had a 7 and an assist in his debut. FA Cup versus higher opposition. You know what? I'd like Darius Vassell back, please. (2-1) last time out. Jay Richardson, Kevin Henderson. Cambiando, D'Italiano, Italiano. Who knew? Who knew I had that in me? One of the few languages that I can speak like 4 or 5 words in. Sorry, wrong playthrough. Can't get out. I've got the sound, I think, queued up. Buongiorno, el uomo scribe leggiano. Hello, the boy writes in the book. Duolingo for the win. Hereford start the match. Right, I want to see... Oh, there's Caig. Old signing of ours. Have they got... Right, so they've got Stafford Brown still. They've got Williams, who kind of our player, wasn't he? We've got Andrew Brown. Here he is here. He's developed quite nicely, him. This is the guy that I mentioned. I actually went to school with Brownie. Sadly, no longer alive. James Procus. Yeah, he was decent when we brought him in. I think I've still got some pride for this team. Still got some pride for them. If they beat me here, I'll be fuming. But I think we did a good job with that. And we would have done a better job coming up had I not shown a tremendous lack of loyalty and got Gideon jumped across to Huddersfield. I don't feel a tremendous amount of pride toward Huddersfield. Booth, though. There's no heart-tapping, like gentle heart-tapping for Andy Booth. He's a man's man. Look at that. That's upsetting. Bullies out here kicking people that I went to school with. Oh, just bide by Booth. Booth is going to do it. This is happening. Oh, newbie. I wished I knew what button my Italia 90, that's the wrong thing, Gazzetta football tune was on. I know it's widely available on YouTube, but I will fire a link up for the one that I've clipped off. Just because I put a little inside baseball here, I'll always put up songs on like a unlisted playlist before I use them, just to see if anyone claims ownership of them, and no one claims ownership of that, so it's free to use. That's a grey area, but you get what I mean. You can use it without fear. It's probably better wording. Contract laws coming back to me now. Dean Williams never saw it. They're being forced to play in their own half. We've hit our stride now. We're peacocking about. Booth, Newby, Nicholson. Still can't remember that guy's name. Nicholson. Dean Williams has been forced to make a fine save, and we are all over Hereford. There'll be no double for them over us. There's only 15,000 here. It's our worst ever crowd, that, I think. I'm like, are we going to get Vassell on in midfield? Crystal. I think he could do that. We're going to take Bully off. Let's go when we man through the middle. There's no point using Steve Bull's 36-year-old legs. In this game, we've already won. Superb save by Williams. Williams is on a 4. You should be playing Big John Norman, lads. Hopefully he's still there. Yeah, he's requested. Let's bring him home. What fun we had with Big John. What have we got? I think we're going to get Larry and Mika on. Yeah, especially as Crystal's just been booked. He was on a 6. He has gone up to a 7, but he's been booked. Let's get Mika on. Let's get Larry on it right back. Jeff doesn't get much rest, so let's give him a little rest here. Excellent strike from Hereford. A glimmer of hope. Who is that? Is Peter Hawkins. He came on, didn't he, I think? Clicked the wrong thing here. Yeah, look, off the bench. Off the bench, scored at Main Road. They get a second. I'll start to get nervy. Darius Vassell's just moved in. Ian Wright. You've got to keep an eye on Ian Wright at these set pieces, lads. Williams is rebounded to his 6. He has made 3 saves. Hyde completely misjudged that. Fantastic save by Dean Williams. I'm like, maybe we bring him in as backup goalkeeper for next year. We've done that thing. You see this a lot in Championship Manager. We've won the first half so easy, and then we've just kind of eased off second half. I think a walk over to the away end and a silence gesture would be required. Mourinho-esque. There we are. Look at that. Imagine I've got a newspaper. Masio says Booth must continue scoring to stay in team. I always felt like those... what was it? Corriere dello Sport. What was the other one? The Gazzetta dello Football? Something like that, wasn't it? The Corriere was the pink one. It felt... Maybe it was just because I was young and didn't read newspapers, but they felt like they had insanely long titles. Unless, like, James was just ad-libbing some of the quotes and texting. Right, we win this game in hand. We're back in yellow land. We've got Scarborough away. They're right down the bottom. Is this 2 legs? Don't think it is it? I do want to do well in that, but I'm like, do I fire in some rest in rotation? Because league has got to be it. It's got to be the league. Got to be the league. I'm like, note to self, after stream, go on eBay, look up, is anyone selling any old Italian newspapers that I can hold up for silliness on camera and for videos? Peter Jackson being sacked by Brentford. Oh, it's sacking season, apparently. I don't have the music ready, but West Ham have appointed Colin Lee as their manager. Wolverhampton Wanderers will be looking for a new manager. Right, they're 3rd in Division 1. Colin Lee's gone off to the Premiership. My nemesis. I don't normally do any editing to the video, to the streams afterwards, but I might go on and fire the Colin Lee music on there. Right, we are away. I'm gonna go to the away formation, and I am gonna make some changes. Right, we're going to go Finn Bogson in goal, in case we need him. We're going to go Tony. We're going to go... No, we're not going to go Tony because we need a sweeper. We're going to go Tij. Then we're going to go Vorney, Larry. We're going to go Boland back in. We're going to get Wright in because he's not played much this year. Kind of lost his place to the... imperious Jeff Kenner. I bet he was never described as that in real life, was he? Good, been a real good player for us, though, Jeff. Midfield, we're going to go with... Oh, Geary's injured. I'd have liked to have played Geary. I've just put Snapey down here. We're going to get Snape in. I wanted him to just... I was worried that those guys are aggressing. So I was like, if I get them down... in here. How's Wright Phillips doing? Not having a great... He's only got 2 goals. We've got so much in here we need to move out. So much. Right, I'm going to go Hyde. Standing Solved. Because like I said, I do want to win this game. Do you know what? I'm going to go Solved. I'm going to go Marcel. He's not played for ages. Then we're going to keep Booth in because he's in form. We're going to go for Sell. Hoygland. Solved. Walker, due to his versatility. I'm happy with that. The McCann Stadium. Where? Right, Scarborough. Does anyone know? Are they still playing at Bridlington? And when are they redeveloping this, or are they building a new stadium? I always mean to check that. One minute into the game. I'm like, did I put the wrong person in goal? Steve Hunt, good player, on loan from Middlesbrough. Oh, wait, this is a regen. Is regen? No, it's not. It's the Palace one, yeah. We needed that. We needed that. I'm not sitting here for 89 minutes as we labour to Scarborough, lads. We've gone rotated. But we should still be winning this. Are you planning to check which players have come to the end of their contracts? After all, you'll be able to offer them a contract in January. We've got a few up now that we tried to go in for that we've missed. Or we've missed out on. One of them ended up going to Real Madrid. Just to show the errors of my scouting. But we'll have a check of it after this. Do what? I'm going to go very fast till half-time. I feel like we should absolutely be winning this. And as I say that, we go 2-0, 2-1 down. Steve Hunt scored again. I mean, he has been in good form. Scarborough started defending numbers. Right, reminds me of a few Dennis on Mock the Week talking about Senator McCain. Having chips. Right, Big Andy. Right, Clint's having a mare. Let's spin you lads around. Might push Solvid on. So we've got like... are they 4-4-2 stock, or did they have the fullback? They had the fullbacks pushed on. Let's do it. When we got the ball, you go in there, Trond. Scarborough in the Flamingo Land Stadium, according to Wikipedia, built in 2017. Oh, right. I thought they were playing at Bridlington. Maybe I've confused them. Man City win the corner. I'm regretting my actions here. Get off, Andy Booth. They'll be like, oh, I didn't score for one game and you're mad at me again. And you're right, I'm mad at you. I'm not right. I'm not mad at the right man who's been there at the right time and has got his name right on the scorer's sheet. That was a seamless transition. I'd like us to win this, please, guys. I don't really fancy... There's only 1,600 here. Autoglass Trophy North second round tie. How dare you disrespect it, fans of football? Yeah, I'd like to not be ideally be having a replay, but it looks like we're going to because of Nicky Hammond. Unless Hunt adds a hat-trick. What is he worth? 600k. He almost got lucky with that. They're getting men forward to their... Oh, end of 90 minutes. It's straight into extra time. We've got Vaughan, Larry. I'm going to take Larry off. We're going to get Justin Walker on. Just set pieces. A little bit of quality. He was on a yellow card. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but we've never had a live penalty shootout. Walker lifts one in. Come on, guys. Let's get the dangerous Walker on the ball, please. Right, Boylan even has just clattered someone. They've just struck the bottom of the post. Half-time in extra time. We're not doing fantastic, are we, lads? Let's go with Solved there. See if we can get him back in the goal-scoring form. Terrible effort by Patrick Hoyland. Come on, Hoggy. I am starting to see more of Solved's name. I've just merged two players there. Right, Lord's been booked. We've got 8 minutes to go. Then it is penalty shootout time. As far as I recall, if the game goes to penalties, you've effectively already lost. My penalty record on Championship Manager since I've started like recording stuff and putting it up is horrible. I think, like I said, we've won the playoff final with Sheffield United that we had no business being in and that we held on throughout the entire game. And then we kind of wronged West Brom with that win. Why is the goalkeeper taking one? Are we really that bad at penalties? Right, Walker, set pieces 19. Hyde, 9. This is not going good. Standing, right, standing is 15. Darius Vassell, surely you could take a penalty, lad. I mean, I would rather have But look, why is right? He's scored and he's got set pieces of 14. Hoyland's not having one. This is going to be like England-Colombia in 2018. I almost don't want to click the button. I want you to play a little game now in your head. Yes or no, do you think Stephen Wright will score the penalty? I'm going to go no because I've messed with the system and put him in. Right, I've got the goalkeeper at 8. I'm going to leave him there because if it gets to there, we don't deserve to be winning anyway. Walker runs up. Walker scores. No problem for Walker. Little walk back to the halfway line. Bennett scores. Hyde scores. This is probably the most we've ever scored in a row. Hunt was obviously going to score. Kept his nerve. Slots it in. Wright with a chance to score. Wright does score. Little point at the manager. Butterworth runs up and it's a save. Standing kept his nerve. Lord must score. Lord runs up to take it and it's another save and we've got a penalty shootout. I don't care if it's the Autoglass Trophy North second round away at the McCain Stadium, Scarborough. 7 degrees on a wet, gusty Tuesday afternoon with only 1,667 in attendance. That goes on my record. We're now up to two out of what, like 17? We are through. They're not even in the division. They're in the division below. What a terrible result, idiots. Get back on the bus. This is like Keegan in 98 on Batty. Will he score? Yes. Glenn Hoddle, sacked by Cambridge. Got another newbie here. Next year's newbie. What have we got coming up? Plymouth away. Beat Plymouth. We're in the away formation. They're 16th. We're going to keep on the 5-3-2 though. What a downfall for Hoddle. I would say realistic for his actual managerial level. Man City will play Grimsby. The North section is either not very good or we're getting very fortunate ties. Right, Wolves have appointed Graham Howe. Who's Graham Howe? Where's he come from? Come from Bolton. No memory of real life Graham Howe. Is he on my... Yeah, I'm like... Why are we hearing about Ibrahim Bar? Avoided the Scarborough Donkeys back page headline. Right, the reserves have actually put in a credible performance for once. Possibly because we've fired a load of those guys down. Most of you will be coming out and most of you will not be coming back in. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just being fair and honest with you, lads. You know what? I'm going to put Walker at sweeper, just because he is a sweeper, and these two are defensive midfielders, defenders, central even. I don't like having two left-sided, two left-footed centre-backs, because it just feels weird. I was at that England-Scotland game at Wembley, where Scotland, I think they started 9 left-footers. It was one of the bizarrest things I've ever seen. I think it was 3-2. I'm sure Lambert scored. Right, Kenner's back in. We're going to go... Are we going to get Woney in? You know what, I'm not. I'm going to go Nicholas. I know he's not a midfielder, but we're going to go Nicholas standing high. We're going to give that a try. Then we are going to go... I'm going to stay with Booth for now. I'm going to go Bull. I'm going to go Newbie. I'm going to go Wone, and I'm going to go Happy as Larry. What a ground. Home Park. We'll never go to Home Park, sadly, because it's just too far away. It's so far away. Good work, Bully. 9th goal of the season. Standing room only. Is this Gent? Is Gent on loan from Villa? Does he start at Villa? He starts at nowhere. He's not a terrible player, is he? Oh, I was going to say, let's get him on the shortlist. He's already on the shortlist. I've obviously had this thought before. Plymouth are a team I don't think I've ever played as them on any game, and it always interests me because there's always the thing about them. They're like the biggest town or the biggest place in England never to have been in the top flight. I hope that's right, and I've not just put out a load of nonsense. Normally, if I was playing and I thought of that, I'd look it up. Obviously, no one wants to be watching me sat here Googling information, then cross-checking it with someone on Reddit. Insight into how I live my life there. This is much better, though. We're looking a bit more stout here away from home. The problem we're having with away form is the amount of goals that we were conceding. Christie's just been carded for kicking ball. Going to check the condition of everyone at half-time. Oh, the two defenders are up front there. Mateo's hitting a shot, and then Tish is trying to get in on the rebound. Right, Booth is on an 84. I'm going to give him another 20, though. I want to be fair to Boofy. It was technically the home formation he scored in. But I don't want to be being like, oh, he's gone back to his old ways. Referee awards a penalty. Mateo is squaring up. Mateo could be in trouble. He gets a yellow card. Walker runs up to take it, and it's saved. Walker then has a rebound, and that's saved as well. What is going on? Mark Westhead, penalty specialist. Is that going to be what Plymouth need to get back in the game? They've got Lloyd Owusu. You can never rule out a team that's got Lloyd Owusu at this level. Right, it's going to be sub time. Ooh, he could be in trouble here. I thought that was going to be red the way that came up. Right, Boofy's coming off. Big newbies going on. How is Nicholas is playing a 7? Yeah, that's all right, that is all right. Not going to make any other changes yet then. Let's see how we get on with noobs up top. Getting a lot more pressure on us now. We are perfect with our chance creation, though. 6 shots, 6 on target. It's a shame we missed this penalty, then the follow-up. Oh, interesting time. There is Phil Gent. It's his 2nd goal of the season. We've got 10 minutes to weather here. We are going to get Woney on, just to hopefully see his experience help us see out this game. I'm like, are we going to get, yeah, Tij and Mateo, going to get one of them off. Get whichever one's on the right. Clark saves that. We've got a decision to make on Clark. If we go up, I think the game's finished. Yeah, if we go up, are we keeping him? And there we go. 2nd place, 2's up. We're up there. We've gone ahead. We've got superior goal difference. And we got a game in hand to get us within 6 points of Burnley if we can win. It's pressure time now, though. We do have the advantage that Burnley have lost one of their top players. They didn't quite replace him, right? We've got Chesterfield. Raquelme's contract. Everyone wants him. Everyone wants him. We were trying to sign him when we were at Perguia, weren't we? Roy Hodgson. Cambridge manager. Roy Hodgson, man manager of 7. How dare you? Has he been out of work this entire time? Really interested to see how they do now. We're going to keep him on our list. But we've got even more money now. We've got 6.25. Right, let's have a look at expiring for next year. We were going to go for Darren Moore. We've lost him. We've got Graham Stewart. He's at Sheffield United. 18th in the Premier League. If we were going to go for him, I wouldn't want to do it now. I would want to see if he falls all the way through. We've got David Seaman out here in Real Madrid B. I'm like, do we bring in Dave? Make him the starting goalkeeper to the end of the season? It's a bit harsh on Clark, who's potentially better than Dave Seaman at this stage of their careers. You let me know about that. What are we thinking on that? Richard Smith, you don't look terrible. This guy's interesting to me, but A, he's already going to Espina, and B, we'd not stand a chance of getting him. Yeah, this is, I'm remembering now why I've not put any offers in, because the list of players available to us is not fantastic. Not fantastic at all. Let's get it off interested for a bit. See what we've got here. Right, you got Gravison. There's no way Gravison's going to fall through to us, is there? Let's get him on the list. If we can get promoted and we're still here, because I'm not adverse taking another job. Oh, what a player. I would be up for coming back on and seeing if we can grab some of these players. Like Ian Moore. Is he not up? What's going on? Why is he not on? Imagine, oh, Jesus, look at that. 23 goals, 29 appearances. This guy's an absolute machine on this game, isn't he? On this particular version. Diego Fuser. Robert Yanni. Yeah, so look, it looks like most people have grabbed everyone. What we're going to be looking for is people who don't want to play for us now, like Rui Bento here. If we can get up, seeing if they've got a different change of mind, if they've not signed with anyone. Romano Sion, the Syrian. I think it's that. Right, who we got next? Enough transfer talk. Chesterfield away. Let's have a look at the front. Right. I gave Booth his chance. George Nadar's going to come back in. He's finally fit again. He's left-footed. He's improving. Look what our training is doing to him. We're going to get Williams back in. Yeah, I'm going to get Williams back on the bench. And then that's going to free me up to get Crystal. Chesterfield away. The old Saltergate. 9th in the league. George Nadar is back. Can we get George Nadar scoring? We've got Booth to consider for next home game in that front three. And we're coming up to 30 games played. So I don't think we're going to get the season finished. I've just seen again as well, and apologies, I don't think I've missed anything, but we're on top chat rather than live chat. Oh, I have missed stuff, so apologies, people. I hate this. So someone says, wasn't he Spurs manager in 2001 for Hoddle? Don't think I've missed anything else. I'm going to need to get a post-it note on my screen that says live chat, not top chat. I'm not popular enough to, like, want the chat filter to YouTube. Don't know who you think I am. We've not started amazing here, have we? Not started amazing at all. Who is this? Dennis Wyness. The 23-year-old Scots come down from north of the border to Bristol and then ended up at Chesterfield via Kidderminster on loan. Sean Dyche, was it? Did I just see? Oh, Simon Dyche. Oh, my God. Awful. Absolute awful. First ever goal. Nicholas, son. You go in there. What are they doing? How are they troubling us so much? Counter-attack men behind the ball. They're just going to sit in now. Right, half-time, we're going some changes. If they're sitting in, we're not sitting in. Right. Standing for Nicholson. Here's the downside of this system. Walker's going to stay there. Hyde's going to push out. We've got Bull. Bull and Standing are going to spin round. And then Newby is going to come on for Standing. We're going front three. The Ball, Newby. We're on 4 shots, none on target. Let's see them sitting in, us going direct 4-3-3. Can we get some pressure on them? Newby has scored straight away. First shot on target. We're back in this. It will be so frustrating if we've finally gone top 2. In my opinion, the reason you're losing is the pitch. There's no grass and your players are technical. Yeah, that is it. Look at it. They are sprinkling it, though, from the looks of that. Watering the mud. Madness, Chesterfield. Don't think we've got anything else we can do subs-wise. We've got Crystal. So let's get him on for Hyde. You know what? I'm going to do what is effectively the system we play, but I'm going to leave Walker there because he's a midfield centre. He's like there by himself. Oh, George Nadar feeds Steve Bull. Steve Bull with probably the final chance. Moves in on goal and it is saved. Crystal to Nicholson. Walker with a ball bounces off Bull. He's just stopped a goal from going in. And we've lost 2-1 away. And we're back down to third. Oldham back on our shoulder. Mansfield now up there. We've still got that game in hand. Did Burnley lose? I think Burnley lost there, didn't they? Because they stayed on... Oh, no, they can't have. Maybe they didn't play. I'm sure they were on 59 points previously to that game. Fuertes. We're not... Don't waste my time. Missed out on Tarico again. I'm like, are we going to move? It feels like good money. Is important to us, though. Let's have a look at what we could get. I believe defensive midfielders would be in here, wouldn't they? I mean, we went for Vikos before, but he didn't want to play for us. Gavin McCann. If we could sell Williams for like 1.4 and get McCann in, or David Billington here, defender, attacking midfielder, centre. I'm sure he could play defensive midfield. It's an insane position map, that, isn't it? What about Hughesy? No, for some reason I thought he was going to be a defensive midfielder. I mean, Christian Daly. If we could get him in for less than that, this would be the man. This would be the man I'd go for. That's a massive upgrade. I think we'd get Taylor. Can't remember what happened with Howie before. Did he just want too much money? Yeah, there's some good players on there. I'm gonna have a little mess around with. Let's have a look at Kavanagh. Right. What did we pay for Williams? 87k. He's 29. I want 1.6 for him, Everton. Moneybags Premier League club. Or I'll take John Collins. Oh, he's happy. And he's on 26,000 a week. Right, massive game versus Everton. Are we going to go Nadar? Are we going to bring on John? I'm thinking we're going to bring on John. I know he's on the wrong side. Who am I going to make my extra sub? So let's get a goalkeeper in straight away so we don't forget. And let's get... let's go Bolan, just because of his, again, because of his versatility. So let me have a check on my bench. Nadar, Williams, Crystal, Bolan, Finn Bogson. I don't know if we need another striker. Well, we've got Crystal. Do you know what? I want Buffon. I want Boofy on the bench. Yeah, we don't need both Bolan and Williams. Williams can cover everywhere. Walker can cover a few places. Proceed to match. 5-3-2 short. Sorensen, Carbonari held. Tuttle, Chanor, sounds like a Pokemon. Gunnar is this? Is Gunnar Bet. Now, I knew that one of these bets gets good. It's Baldor. I'm sure there's two of them, isn't there? Can only see one, but it might be the other one's not good enough to get in the team. Dion Burton, who we tried to steal. Lars Bohemian, who always scores past us. Malcolm Christie. Owen Morrison. We're on the right speed. We are on the right speed. Derby get the game underway. Here we are at Pride Park. The 1 degrees shower, Saturday, 27th of January. I've got no issues with going out the FA Cup at round 3 to a Premier League side, as long as we don't get disgraced. That's my wish. Pearce must now be careful. Ever present since he came in, both formations. Just noticed that Walker was eligible to play as well. Let's see if he can score past his parent club. He'll be giving it the Adebayor, won't he? He won't need to run to the... He'll need to do all 3 sides of the ground, though. Or 4, technically. Morrison tries to apply the finish. Clark with a good save. He saw me eyeing up David Seaman. Did that say savage right foot shot from Bull? Clark can only parry it. I don't feel like we're doing too bad here. We've not had a shot on target, apparently, even though it said ball but one over. I'm like, was that not a shot? Maybe someone kicked it off him and it was counted as some other stat. An errant stat. Just wide from Schnorr. He used shoot attack. It was ineffective. Nervy time now, though. And they've scored. Matt Clark without a position, he'll be furious. I think holding out 43 minutes against Premier League opposition was pretty credible there. I know we've not really offered anything in attack, but I'm quite happy with that. We're gonna go mixed. That's all I'm gonna do. All right, Newbie's having a stinker. Let's get Georgie on. We are going to have a look at the training after this as well, just to see how people are developing. We finally had a shot, at least. Crowd's disappointing, because we're getting half of that money. That's lower than our league stuff. We would have had more at home, Derby. We'd be better moving the game to Main Road. Still carrying a massive threat to us. Let's see what we can do. Because whilst it's 1-0, we've got a chance. Right, Hyde's having a stormer out there. I was going to swap him up. I'm not going to. I'm going to bring Williams on in midfield. Standing's not really done it. I wouldn't label him disappointing, but he's not someone that we'd be looking to bring in for real money for a higher level. He's one of the people that we need to be upgrading on for next season in the Championship or in League One, because I am talking like we are going to be there. That's the mindset that we've got around Man City. This place, Williams, could be his last ever action for Man City. Man City have pulled level. Derby are sitting back. They've taken their foot off the gas and they've been made to pay. We might not be able to fully put it together for a whole season in League Two, but we have built a good team here. And Derby are being shown that now. You had a player on a yellow card with a rating of 4. I don't have anyone that could go on for him. He's up to a 5. See, I believed in him. It's not that I didn't spot him. That's a good result. It's another game. It's a replay I didn't really want, but I'm pleased that we've done that. If we can put Derby out at home, get some morale from that, come back in the league, retake second. Right, Williams, I'm going to accept that. I'd really like Jamie Fullerton, I think. Right, where are my other people? Theodore Whitmore. Be still my beating heart. How is his flair only 11? How dare you? I mean, how many saves could we sign Lee Carsley on? Technically, it would be allowed because the live stream has its own rules. Have I gone the wrong way here? I think Nigel Quasi, he's got to... Oh, I was going to say, Quasi must be a defensive midfielder, and he's not. I think I've gone the wrong way. Are they not... Oh, he's there. I was going to say, is he not interested in playing for me anymore? I think that's fair for a 32-year-old Ian Taylor. Who else were we looking at? Who were we thinking about? Gavin McCann, wasn't it? Where is Gavin? Is it Bristol? I think we're happy with them. We're going to see what happens with both of those. Ian Ferguson could be a good backup. Hang on, Sissons has caught my eye here. He's not for sale though, is he? He's just interested. So we'd need to pay a premium for him. Let's see what happens with them. Right, Gavin McCann, that's been accepted. Now I'm like, you know that I love a mess around. I'll be like, oh, I put the wrong number in, lads. I meant 975. Let's see what they say to that. They've just done themselves out of 400k. Imagine if buying a house was as easy as that. Right, we're going to see if we can get McCann in and agreed. Yeah, we're going to give him important. I'm not going to lie. I'm not paying that for you and then giving you this. Maybe Morton, who was it? So want to play for you now. He did want to play for us then. The problem was he wanted like 14,000 and we offered him 9. And he was not having it. Like Ian Taylor to see us over the line. I don't want to go above that though, really. I'd go 950. Can't find it. Let's go 9225. No interest. Oh, Gavin McCann. Best laid plans and all that. Is that because of the... I can't give you... a transfer. What am I trying to say? I can't give you a release fee lower than I'm just about to pay for you, Gavin. It doesn't make any sense. Let's go. I'll go 1.1 because that is below that. If he says no to that, Williams probably isn't going to get his move. Right, massive game versus Wrexham. Let's get this on Disney. Beat them 5-1 last time out. Going to drop Newbie out because he's on a... Is he on a 90? Newbie's on a 90, Bull's on 96. Pierce needs to come out as well. I wonder if Pierce got clattered last time around and that's why he was struggling. Let's get Bolan. Let's get George on. Let's get Booth on the bench. Booth, Williams, Crystal. Yeah, you could come off. There we are. I'm happy with that. Snapey back to the reserves. The racecourse ground here in Wrexham is the gusty 8 degrees drizzle. Josh Widdicombe said Mike Steer was a PE teacher at his school whilst working as a coach at Torquay. I can imagine that. I bet you get quite a lot of PE staff / school staff who also do a bit of football coaching, football management on the side. Right, we need to rebound from that disappointing defeat even, away at Chesterfield. How's our away form looking now? It's looking a tiny bit better. Looking a tiny bit better, but we've still lost far too many. I said I was going to look at the training as well, and I didn't. Ball was crowded out. I'm like, when we get towards, we're going to have a look at where we are as the window's closing, and we might just do a madness. We might just spend $3 million on some striker to see us over the line. Oh, Justin Walker close to the top of the bar. Here he is. Here is the man. Gazalak. Maybe we could drop all the way down there. He's a decent player on here. Decent prospect, isn't he? I was going to say I put him on the list, but I imagine he's already on there. I would bet money that Jimmy Traore is on our watch list. We're labouring again and not making any goal-scoring chances. The background would make a good spot the ball competition. Oh, yeah, I see it up there now. I don't think you'd pick up there, would you, if they were giving it? It's difficult to see. If these lads were looking up, maybe you would have a chance of knowing the ball was in the air. Spot the ball. Right, still not had any shots on target. There's our first shot on target. Here's a header from Big Tish. John Vaughan never saw it. We don't necessarily deserve to be level, but we are level because that's what good teams do. Can we go on and prove we're a good team by now putting Wrexham away? An okay half. Well, an okay end to the half. What were Wrexham doing? 4-4-2. Have they got... Which Osman is this? It's Leon. Again, they've got an okay team. We're just out here developing the Premier League's next future stars, apparently. Second division. Nadar's just been clouted out. Standing with the drive. Standing has scored. Fifth league goal. Considering I was being like, oh, he's not been that great. He's scored some important goals for us now. We're going to get to 75. Then we're going to do the old condition check. I'll be like to my assistant, who I forget who it is. It's the guy who's followed me from Hereford. I'll be like, pass me the iPad. Right, we're going to get Bull off for Booth. You're going to get Crystal for Hyde. Oh, actually, do you know what? Nadar is on the 76, but I'm going to leave him on just because I feel like we need to get him fit. What is he on? He's on a 7, so... Oh, Justin Walker hitting another one into Tej Shazl, who's tried to say his full name. Won't be saying it again. Clark with a good save. We've needed Clark there to potentially see us home with all 3 points for what will only be our 7th away win of the season, won't it? Oh, there's Nadar. George Nadar going away from people. We know he's got that in his locker. Oh, Andy Booth is back. Heads one in. That must clinch it for Man City. They start to push forward. It's too late now, though. Deadpool isn't going to save you in this era, lads. Wrexham 1, Man City 3. Are we going back into the top 2? We are. What a needed win. We've gone over the yellow line. They've gone into the yellow line. It's a game of yellow lines. And look at that. Well, 7th win, 7 away wins, 1 draw, 7 losses, 20 scored, 15 conceded. We're starting, I feel like, we're starting to get there. A massive game versus Hartlepool, who we've never done anything but beat. Right, let's have a look at Taylor. Does he also want an insane amount of money? I can't... Taylor, mate, I can't give you Premier League money. I'm not a Premier League team. I only want to use you for like 6 months. That should have been me. We were all thinking it. How long's Keatsy out for? What a player. I'm probably going to cancel the Williams deal, I'm afraid, Williams. Yeah, if Sissons didn't have adaptability at 4, would maybe consider going in for him. Right, let's get this on filter. So, a defensive midfielder for me needs good determination, good strength, good teamwork, good tackling. I'm not fussed about passing. Let's have a look at this. Right. So far, he does meet all of those things. Now let's add in passing. I'd take 12, the level we're at. Danny Den Uden. Oh, Danny Den Uden. Definitely what people would chant, isn't it? Let's look at Marsden. I think we'd get Marsden, wouldn't we? Let's go back down to 5. Bobby Ford, you're not defensive enough for me. Mark Tinkler. Not sure about you. Good day for football, fellow football nerds. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Do we bring Vinny back for a year? He's barely played for them. How dare you treat Vinny like that? I think we're going to see what happens with Marsden. I'm like out here trying to make money what I don't necessarily need. I'd be better just winning the league. I mean, Scott Gemmel's still there. Scott Gemmel's got adaptability at 15. I think he could easily play the system we want. Is Chris Marsden the last fully bowled Premier League player? Would we count John Joe Shelby in that? I know that was a different thing. That was a condition, wasn't it? I don't know if that's unfair. But I'm thinking so. Scott Gemmell, you greedy wee man. Right, you could have 5. Generally satisfied. Now that we're second, they're like, I'm going to cut you a little bit of slack. I don't know if I'm going to regret this. He's only got passing of 10. I'm going to delay it. I want to see what happens with those other lads. The reserves. That might be the first game they've won all season. Sean Goat has scored 2. Burke has scored. Hignett scored. Hignett's not bad, is he? He's the regen we brought in. I wanted to get him out on loan or involved at some stage. Right, that has reminded me. I think we might do that. Let's get Gemmell in, Williams out. We're going to have a look at the training, won't we? Let's have a look at general. So no one's physicals have gone up. Someone's has gone down. Oh, Clint's. That makes sense. He's old and he's not playing. Oh, does yellow mean progress on this one? Someone help me out here. Maybe they are going up. I think blue means standard. Was Vinnie Jones not the Rufus player who turned movie actor? He was. Yeah, he was our signing last season. You might not have been with us, Ruffy. So we signed him at Hereford. And he was doing a good job for us when we left. Another away game. It's a chance to show, have we fully turned the corner away? Right, Taylor will not be coming in. Right, Mateo is out. Going to swap them around. It's good thing we didn't sell Williams yet, isn't it? Because he's come back in. I think I'm going to cancel that. I think I'm going to keep him. I might still sign Scott Gemmell though. Right, Nadar ball. We're going to keep faith with them. Picked the wrong team. 4-4-2. Nothing. Victoria Park, another ground that I really need to get to. Maybe in 2027 we'll have Masio live game meetup. We'll pick some random game. We'll turn up, and they'll be like, "Sorry, who are you lot?" We'll be like, "We're the Man City / Hereford / Perguia fans." Little John, was it? Looks certain to score. Does score. Partly pull a 1-0 up. It's Adrian, yeah, the Jamaican. He's a good player for this level. We start some. I think this formation's okay, but every now and then we'll have this terrible start in it. Robbie Herrera. It's frustrating that we can't fully dominate the league like I want to. And probably should be doing. Oh, George Nadar. That's it. George Nadar scores. It's his first league goal of the season. Fans will be going crazy. They'll be singing a song. George Nadar, you really are the greatest star. I don't know why they didn't sing that for him. That would have been epic. Are there any football chants to the Inspiral Carpets other than the one Man United sing about Man City? It feels like a missed opportunity. Only missing Robin Hood now, the dynamic duo, Little John and Robin Hood. There must be a Hood in the game. We're not doing well, lads. We're not doing well. Get out there. Sort this out, please. We've got Scott Gemmell potentially arriving. Got Goater firing them in the reserves. I've got Boothby on the bench. I'm going to give Booth 30 minutes here. Bully's not cutting it. Are we going to get Crystal on for Hyde? Yeah, let's get Crystal on. So we've got attacking midfield players on the outside of our midfield now. Nadar to the tune of Mbot by Hansen. I don't think I have the vocal range for that. It's a good one, though. I feel like if the whole crowd was doing it. Things you never think or never expected to be doing on a Wednesday, eh? Come on, Booth. If Booth scores, we need a song for Booth. Andy Booth, Booth, Booth. Hit his head, not his feet. He's like, am I going to be starting next game? Like, probably not, Boofy. He has significantly turned it round, though, this session. Come on, let's be big and strong now, Man City. Or fold. Or that a late equaliser from Anthony Cars. Here are my cars. Ruin everything. Somewhere in the dark of the rainbow, Sunji High. I wonder where Sun is. We're still saying that's a horrible result. That is an absolute horrible result. You absolute bottle jobs. I will replace you all with ageing Scotsmen. This is a disgrace. We've never done anything but beat Hartlepool. Then you're letting them score in the last minute. Better be better versus Grimsby. This is not the Andy Booth who went to Dortmund in the Bundesliga, is it? I think that was Scotland. No, that's Paul. I think you're thinking of Paul Lambert. They did have another Scott during that era, though, I believe. Lambert was there when they won the Champions League, though. David Platt sacked by Peterborough. Marsden won't be coming in. Williams won't be leaving, I don't think. Oh, sorry, Clint. Reserves it is. You can't play there, but this is the downside with this game. It doesn't tell you how much the players have played. You run the risk of that. Right. We've got people who need to come out here. Nadar needs to come out. We're going to get Boofy in. Let's get Newbie back on. But you know what? Let's start Newbie. Let's give Bull a rest. I don't want to be playing my top league scorer away in the cup. I'm going to get Hyde out. Bristol in. I'm going to give... Nicholson has played well. I'm going to give him a rest. Let's get Woney in. Yeah, Lambert did win the Champions League with Dortmund. He never talks about it. He's become like his own meme for that, hasn't he? When I was at Dortmund... I shouldn't mock him, though, because, you know, like, if anyone ever mentions a place to me... Like, I went Turkey this summer, Kev. I'd be like, when I was Fenerbahce manager... Championship manager 0001 back in my Cheltenham University days, and they'd be like, is this real stuff you're talking about? But no, it's a game. A brilliant game. Right, Vaughan's still out. I want McAvoy in. I'm going to leave the other goalkeeper in. We're so close to the Autoglass Trophy Northern Section semi-finals, we're going to go with the main goalkeeper. Blundell Park, Grimsby, it's a -1 degrees hail. Let's get rid of my face. You've got to see that. This is not the time for shirking responsibility, Man City. That's more like it. John Newby, what a signing he's been on loan this year. It's such a shame that we've lost out on him. Look at his record. What a lad. Do you think he had a good spell? I think he was all right for Dortmund, personally. He wasn't a terrible player, Paul Lambert. Odd manager. Don't think he would approve of my cosmopolitan Man City team. Let's put it that way. Lee Ashcroft. I think we're definitely cancelling that Williams transfer. Will he be upset, though? Christ, Lambert is 57 years old today. We are getting old. Tell me about it. So it's not a good half, Man City. After going 1-0 up so early on, I thought we were going to put the hammer down. And we are hammerless. Hold up ball. Does that mean people are going to be wanging them in at his head? I hope it does. Come on, lads. We're out here in the hell. We might as well win the game. Newbie tries his luck. Can't keeps it down. He's been crowded out there by the defenders. Wright still has it. Switches play up. Wright has a go. Drives the ball. Right. And then it didn't go in. He was away down that side, though, wasn't he? It's like, you're not Cafu. Oh, hits the post and comes out. We're going to get Hoig on. I think Andy Booth, we're definitely going to get him on now because, look, we're now losing. Livingston is the scorer. Clark didn't move. We've not done it today again, have we? We've not done it, lads. Hoig is going to come on for Wone. Going to push these lads on. Going to leave that like that. Newbie out there. Tell you what, let's go Booth through the middle. Let's see. Can we get back in it? Rob Styles ref. Has he been demoted? Potentially. Maybe had a spectacular error last week. And so they're like, get in the Autoglass Trophy North quarter-final. We've picked the game with the worst predicted weather for you. Or the worst forecasted weather. Hoyland with the goal, with a chance on goal. We had Matteo with a chance on goal. It does feel like we're going to run out 2-1 losers here. Hopefully, it's the last time we are ever in the Autoglass, the Sherpa Van Trophy. Was it the Worthingtons, or was that the League Cup? Oh, Newbie, that was your chance, mate. Hoyland on mark, goes to the top corner. It's the hat. Maybe we'll just put it on for away games. Let's just put it on for the last 5. Cursed hat is back. I could already hear it whispering to me. Sign a striker. Spend all the money. Marcus Hedman would be an outrageous statement signing, wouldn't he? So would the 19-cat Bolivian from Betis B. What else you got for me in here? I need to stop looking at players. Leyland, Daff, auto windscreens. That's the one I'm thinking of. Papa John's, Vertu, and Johnston's paint. Right, Exeter at home. Krustal's injured. That's a bit disappointing. He's been key to our home form. Yeah, Sherpa Vans is what Wolves won, which is probably why that sticks in my brain. I'm like, how long can I keep delaying this for them? He's not, like, amazing. If I delay it again, are they going to do it? Oh, yeah, there we go. They've given up. He's still happy to stay, though, so... I'm still bringing Gemmell in. Tim Flowers. If you're looking for a striker looking Argentina, you might find a budget version of Saviola. The problem is he wouldn't get a work permit unless they're like a Bolivian or a Mexican or someone who's... Look at that. There we go. Someone who's been playing regularly for someone else. Right. Going for the disappointment, full clear of all of you guys. Right, Pierce is still out. Vaughan's out. So we're going to get Boland's going to come in. I'm going to go Kenner. I'm going to go back to Tish and Walker. Williams has kept his place for now. I'm going to bring Gemmell straight in. We're going to go Nicholas left. We're going to go Gemmell right. The front three is going to be George, Bull, Newby, Vassal bench, Hyde on the bench, and then Larry. Exeter, 5-3-2 version 9. They're doing the crazy stuff. They've got Sean Wright Phillips. Got Gavin Ray as well. That's a good player. Neil Masters. No, he's not great. Let's have a look at John before we go on. We should be beating everyone. Especially should be beating Exeter, 17th in the league. They clearly look like they've come here to go like long ball counter-attack, sit in, look to catch us on the break. Hopefully, so far, and I'm not jinxing this, that has not worked for teams against us really at home. According to a work meeting back now, when did Scott's Gemmell sign? Just now. We had a whole prolonged saga. Was that really a thing? 3 subs per game? It was, yeah. We had a whole prolonged saga. Newbie scores. That man is hitting form again. Where we were going to sign Paul Williams to Everton for 1.6. I kept delaying it, and in the end they said, we're not doing it. But then I signed Scott Gemmell, who's replacement anyway. If I know the game, Sean Wright Phillips will score. Yeah, especially as he's got, like, only 2 league goals all season. Ball to George Nadar. Goes across to Newby. Newby has a crack. Man City get a corner. Walker drifts it over. Been a decent 36 from us, really. Half volley from the noobs. Going to allow myself a more comfortable relax whilst we're doing the business. You'll see me sit bolt upright if we score. Right. Let's get Vassell on for Nadar. I'd like to add a second here, lads. Back to 15,000, so that's quite good. Bull smashes it in low. Delight, a great goal. Corner kick. Penalty has been awarded. Come on, Justin Walker. Stick this one away. He does stick it away. There's no keeper heroics this time. Hello, everyone. Arrived late. Masio sacked yet? How dare you? I've climbed back into second with my overpowered Division 2 team. As comfortable as I find this chair, I wished it could just be a tiny bit higher. This is it, like maximum lift or whatever it's called. How's Scott Gemmell? Scott Gemmell's doing a 6 in his home debut. It's not too bad. Nicholson bears down on goal. He was on a 6. He was in danger of getting swapped off for Mika Hyde. There'll be no danger of him going off now. Oh, must score. Right, let's go Hyde for Gemmell. Not a bad debut, Gemmell. I do feel like we're not like... We don't completely overpower teams, but we do have these big wins because I think we're just relentless. We're just at them and at them and at them. It's like arduous grind you down, Bull. Newby scores again. Struck from 20 yards. There we go. You would opening game or opening 25 minutes of this game, you would never have said, oh, they're going to go on to win 4-0. And we've had quite a few of these this year. I'm going to check the league top scorers after this. See where our lot have managed to get back up to. So he's on second place with no sacking yet. Second is a failure, really, though, isn't it? With the team and the finances. Like, we should be doing what Burnley are doing. Right, goals scored. Newby is now top scorer. He's overtaken Bull. Bull's having a little drought. Probably going to be Booth next, is it? Yeah, Andy Booth got himself up to 6. George Nadar's on 6, but he's only got one of them for us, league-wise. Nicholason's been a good signing, 6. Standing has been a good loanee on 5, in terms of goal-wise. Even with my naysaying about him. Gonna pour myself a little victorious sip of water. Right, I'm going to try and stop messing around signing people for the next 30 minutes. We're going to try and get in as many games as we can. Nobody's going to ask about that after you get promoted. No, Burnley have lost their manager. That could be good for us. They've promoted Terry. Right, what have we got coming up, wise? We've got Notts County away. We've got Derby in the FA Cup. We've got Swindon away. Oh no, yeah, Swindon was away. Bury at home. Burnley. Let's aim to try and get to this Burnley game. But that's going to be a massive game if we can keep this form up. York City going with the old manager change. Right, Notts County. Stuart Pearce, he's down in the reserves though. He probably won't be coming back unless something goes really, really wrong. You know what? I'm going to rest Bull. He didn't play well in the last game. Standing and Nicholson need to move around. Hyde's going to come back in for Gemmell for the time being. Nadar and Newby up top. Darius Vassell, Scott Gemmell, Larry McElroy. We'll leave. Yeah, we'll leave Bull out. He's not been on it this episode. And this is what I was worried about with him. He's gone from shooting 16 to shooting 14. Not playing him's probably not going to help that. But it might be time for the other lads to start to phase him out. Right, Williams is dropped back into sweeper. Let's swap him with Walker. Right, I wonder if we could get Walker for 750. Meadow Lane. Don't think that's the correct photo. I think was it Japan this River Plate Juve game? I remember they used to play some of them in some crazy places, didn't they? Gareth Taylor, right, where were County coming in? Right, they're 13th, so they need to be respected. We need to be respecting everyone, but we also need to be beating everyone. It's not arrogance, it's confidence. Confidence in our ability. I feel like I can't click. I can't quite get that front two to click in this away formation. We have had 2 shots, 2 on target though, at least. And then we've gone 1-0 down. It is Cullop. Big Danny Cullop. Good player. If you're absolutely desperate for a centre-back at this level, I think 200k for him would be pretty good business. Newbie goes low in hard. That's come across from George Nadar, I think. What is their goalkeeper doing? Gavin Ward currently just sat on a 7. I feel like we need to score past him in the next 20 minutes. Otherwise, we might be in keeper 10 territory. Right, Man City's not a fantastic car. Williams is having a big old sulk because I didn't sell him. Let's get Larry on. You know what? Let's not get Larry on. I'm going to give him 5. 5 to 15, because 5 doesn't really show anything. And then we're possibly going to go 3-4-3. Or maybe change it up, get an extra striker up or extra midfielder in. Go 2 at the back. Why is Gavin Ward troubling us so much? Now on an 8. I think it might be Darius Vassell time. George Nadar set free from Nicholson, setted himself, but then fired it wide. Come on, Georgie, mate. Right, Newbie is not doing it. He's playing up front as captain, though, again. Let's get Clark back on captain. I really need to sort that out. I'm going to take standing off. I'm going to add an extra striker. I'm going to push these guys on. I'm going to leave the sweeper back free. Dar's gone to Kerwan in from long range. There's 20,000 in here, roaring Notts County on to what they hope is going to be a classic win. It'll be another Man City away failure, though. And they are starting to become really frustrating. And as we're coming in here to make a sub, a penalty has been awarded. Let's get Nicholasson on. Let's get Gemmell on. Let's spin these 2 around. Probably going to go 2-0 down here. Cullen has... Oh, Cullup it is this time. He's added a second. Let's get this game out of the way. I'm done with this. Yeah, there we are. Gavin Ward on a 9. Just... You could feel that coming. Well, they are back at awkward places. Supercopa in Spain is played out in Saudi Arabia or something. Imagine the strain of the players. Travel that far for one game, yeah. I don't get why more of them don't. I'd be like, I'm not going there. I'm not doing it. Right, Walker has been accepted. I'm going to do my old usual. I'm going to withdraw that. Let's get 525. Let's start from there. I got panicked there. That's me, though. I'm like, oh, no, I've messed around too much. Now someone's going to steal one of my integral promotion push places. So in theory, I could have sold Williams and then used the money to buy Walker, made him permanent. That would have been a smart thing to do. I'm not letting you win. You don't play hardball with me, Derby. I play hardball with you. What is he on at the minute for us? He's on 5,000 on loan. We'll give him that. I'll give you all of that. I won't give you that. There we go. Manchester do not have enough space in their squad. Hank, what do you mean I don't have enough space in the squad? He's in the squad. Should really get him sold. Nah, it's like, that's way too much. Right. Show me someone who's going to be sacrificed. Can't be him because he's leaving. Can't do it to Stuart Pearce because it's unbelievably disrespectful. Burke. Here we are. Ben. That's not how you spell Ben. Off you go. I'd missed that we got so full again, but then there's so many guys there. There's so many people down there. Right. He's gone. Booth is back. Crystal's back. Don't care about whoever that is. We're back at home. We're going to open up against them. We're going to do what we've been doing all year. We're going to play our system. So we're going to go. Have we got... Right, Pearce is going to come back in. Kenner's going to be in. We're going to go Tish, Walker. So let's get Matteo in. Matteo, Walker, Williams. Midfield is going to be the two. It's going to be Nicholas and Crystal. Then we are going to go front three. Nadar, Bull, Newbie. Bench of Hoyland, Standing, Gemmell, Tish, Finn Bogson. We'll keep it on fast. If we go like 2 or 3-0 down, we'll go up some speed because we want to try and get to that Burnley game before we break for lunch. And it's not cricket. We won't be back after that, I'm afraid. Just to let you know, this is potentially the last Masio-ball live, well, at least the last midweek one, because I'm back at work next week. I'm going to look at the idea of maybe having an evening one or a Saturday one. I appreciate that people might not be able to make them, but lots of people do watch them afterwards, so I'd never really considered that. We could potentially, I'm thinking Saturday morning, sometime of 9 a.m. to 11 a.m, and then people can just watch it whenever they're free then. Just because, like, we've put so much time and effort into Man City in this universe, I don't want to just park it. Especially if, like, the league campaign's still going on. Wong chop. Curving shot. Right, let's see. Can we get Steve Bull rolling back the time or rolling back the clock? Goal versus Derby in the FA Cup. Acres of space from George Nadar. He's tried to go for the top corner. He's not gone in. Just seen that, like, I'm sat in a very weird position, and I'm like, that's not where I sit. This is why we lost away. It's frustrating that in the 2 games, well, the 1 and 1.5 games that we've had versus Derby, Premier League Derby, who aren't even just Premier League, they were like top 10, weren't they? Or they're 12th now. Mid-table Premiership team. We've given such a good account of ourselves. Then we're out here, we lose to Chesterfield. We lost to, was it Exeter? There's 33 fouls in here. Look, think of those gate receipts. Yeah, where is Derby playing? Premier League. Premier League. They start to defend in numbers. They're just happy to survive. They're looking to get to extra time here. These are Premier League opposition. And then they've scored. They've got that Premier League quality. Oh, yes, Proza. Crochet in the air. Short counter-attack. They're looking to counter-attack away at Main Road. Sorensen reads the game well. Cuts that out. Free kick. Walker hits the free kick. Walker's having another good game versus his current parent club. And then Pearce is being sent off. What are you doing, mate? Right. Newbie's going to go off. Tishy's going to come in at left back. I'm going to leave everything else as. You know what? I'm going to get Crystal off. I'm going to get Gemmell on. Folding my arms now. You know it's serious. For 61 minutes, we have absolutely competed. We've competed them into a shell. Now, however, we've thrown it away. We could do with them getting their own red card. It looks like a straight red. Straight red and a 5 again. Come on, Pierce, mate. Christie's just hit the bottom of the post. We're kind of holding on now. We've got the Hoig. Like, do we get Hoigland on for Bull? Could go Michael Standing. Typical. He makes a 2-footed challenge, only gets the yellow. Your player shoves someone. It's these petty refs, isn't it? Out to get the... They're always favouring the big teams. This is Kevin's Harper's chance to finally get signed by me. I'm going to take... Call me unambitious. I'm going to take Bull off. I'm going to put Standing on. I'm going to move him into midfield, and I'm going to push him on. So we're going one up top with our final change. I feel like since we've got a goal down, we've not really had any chances. So we're going to try and hold on for penalties. We've got the attacking players pushed on. Harper hits the shot. It's hit Kenner. Goal was not allowed because he did not buy a birthday gift for Larry the cat. This is zipping by now. Come on, hold on for pens. Don't give it away now. Wongchuk must score. Terrible effort. Match goes to penalties. It's the second penalty shootout of this stream session. I know I always call them sessions like it's snooker. I don't really know why. Right. I mean, Walker must be pen 1. Pen 2 is going to be Standing. Gemmel's going to be free. Matt Clark 6. Jeff Kenner. Jeff Kenner should definitely be ahead of him. So we've got Matteo. Matteo's got set pieces. This is not a bad... This is not bad. I think we can do this. I believe in you. No, I can't read that out. Sorry, guys. I have enjoyed it, though. I enjoyed reading it. Surely not. Walker steps up. Walker scores. Man City have taken the early lead. Here comes Christie. Steps up confidently. It is 1-1. Standing places the ball on the spot. Standing tucks it away. Converts the penalty. It is 2-1. Here is Gunnar Hull. Gunnar Hull misses. Scott Gemmell steps up. Misses wide of the post. Here is the guy whose name I could never say. Schelge. He has scored. Matteo scores. Back in the starting lineup. Back scoring. Lawson steps up. He has scored. Nadar runs up, but he sends it wide. Harper, perennial target of Masio-ball, wins it for Derby. They needed a replay. They needed 120 minutes. They needed penalties, and they needed George Nadar and Scott Gemmell to miss. We could be proud of ourselves, though, Man City. It's like, come on, Snape. Read the room. I know everyone's really happy and we're doing well in the league, but is it all right if I leave? Like, I told you you were going to be back up. You've infuriated me, Snape. Record attendance. Record gate receipts. Feel free to imagine Brian from Family Guy doing the old money song. There's been enough singing from me as well. Spelled Scheld with a slight H in there. Hard to describe. Scheld. How's that? Let's have a look at Sweden under 21. What do you have for me? No, we're getting near the end of the stream because I can hear my child upstairs. She's like an unwatched ultra. jumping around on the on the couch off onto the floor from the sounds of it. Herish. I've gone to Herenvive on here. Actually not bad. Actually not bad for me is like 10 out of 10. Freiburg have come in for what I'm still convinced is Marian Pajas, just with a typo. Marcel is going to be playing some football. He's off to Trinidad for their international series. Right. We're probably not getting... Yeah, we're not going to make that. We might make Swindon and Stoke. Stoke have really fallen off. Oh, damn you, George Nadar. We're at home here. We are at home. Right, Nadar's going to need to come out. Booth is still not back, so Vassell's going to come in here. Vassell, Bull, Newby. Paul Williams is on in 88. He's going to come out. Where are you, Paulie? Paul out. Tell you what. I'm going to get Tish at centre-back. I'm going to get Walker in at defensive midfield. I miss those. Miss having the subs. Right. Højlund, Standing Gemmell. We don't need both of them. Let's get Williams on the bench. I'm like, oh yeah, I took Williams out because he was unfit. Let's get Larry on the bench. Come on, Man City. Let's rebound. Mark Robbins, someone that we considered. They've not got George Nadar to score. I don't know why I called him George. George Nadar, not here to score a hat-trick past us at least. That was how we laboured to that terrible defeat versus them first time. We're back in third. We do have a game in hand. Chesterfield are right up on us now. They've catapulted themselves up there with the momentum of that win over us. Falls to Vassell. Vassell tries his luck. Still Man City 0, Swindon 0. It never seems right to me to see a Swindon team that doesn't have Fraser Digby in goal. Vassell scores. There he is. Second league goal since he's come in. He's not played that much, but it's good to have the option that we've got him out. We've got Booth out. Just fire him in. We've still got Gota in the reserves. Newby skims the top of the bar with a volley. Newby, possibly, now that we're coming towards the end, who are we considering for stream MVP? I'm thinking it's got to be Newby. It potentially could have been Booth had he not got that injury and then started to miss those games. I feel like Nicholson's played well. There is Robbins opening the goal, former Man United player. Like a long time ago, but like most of us will remember him being there. And he scored versus their his old rivals. Terrible effort by Vassell. Come on, mate. Had to go back to the old arm folding. Redfern. Presume that we've not played this before because they've just come down. And I don't know if I even finished this sentence yet. Let me know your considerations for stream MVP. I just started talking about Andy Booth and then Robbins scored. Steve Bull on the volley. 10th league goal of the season. It's not going to tell us. I'm like, 10th league goal of the season. 10 in 30, 1 in 3, not too bad. He's really tailed off, but he's hit a volley there. Crossing from Crystal. If we can get him to 18 by the end of the season, I think we're going to make the top 2. Which Kennedy is this? Mark Kennedy, on loan from Wimbledon. Bloody Wimbledon. Back to 17,000. Nicholson talking about you being stream MVP. You're out here playing as 6. You're not doing great. Going to get to see my first game in England on December the 19th. Sheffield Wednesday versus Stockport live at Hillsborough. I'm kind of excited. I'm not surprised. It'll be a good game, that. They've been really good the last few years, Stockport. There's always a good atmosphere at Wednesday when they're behind the team. which they are at the minute. Oh, come on, lads. Can't believe we're labouring out here against Swindon. Where even are Swindon? Right on the edge of the relegation. They take 4 points off of us whilst also getting relegated. That will be so me. Newbies just hit the woodwork. Come on, mate. Right, I'm going to get standing. No, do you know what? I'm going to get Hoig on. Save me, Pat. Come on, lads, up top. Grab me a goal. Been in such good home form, and now Mark Robbins is potentially giving Swindon their second win over us this season. We were 2-0 up. You absolute idiots. You bottle jobs. Right. How's Walker doing? Walker's playing a 6. Unbelievable, Man City. Little space to work with. I thought Robbins was getting a hat-trick there. Oh, newbies hit the bar, hit the post, he's hit the bar. Someone else hit the bar. Unbelievable. We've had 20 shots, 12 on target, and we've laboured to a 3-2 defeat to Swindon, and we're back to 6. It's only the third game we've lost all season. We've only let in 60 goals. We've lost to Swindon twice. Bloody Swindon. This is because I was always laughing and giggling about them when I was doing the PSP goals collections. I was like, look how bad Swindon are. I always think Swindon are the true worst Premiership team ever. So frustrating. And our make-up game, our game in hand, is this away game against Bury. And we've still not sorted the away form out. Right, we've made that permanent. Jeff Kenner back in the Island squad. Martin Pringle. Remember when we were after the Pring? Oh, it's Stoke away. The Bury game must have been rearranged. Unless I just read it wrong. Right, this is it. This is going to be the final action. Yeah, we're 4 days away. We definitely get this in. Right, life is like a boomerang. Of course, comes right back at you. We even helped them out by buying George and Dar off them, so they had more money to spend on Mark Robbins' goal bonus. Right. Blackpool starting to get going again. 14th. Here we go. As soon as it happens, despite the club's secure financial state, the Man City directors are a little disappointed. This is because we've fallen out. Bruised jaw. Where are Stoke? Call me unambitious. Right. What is our last recent away games? We did win 2-0 versus Notts County. We won before that, drew before that, won before that. Do you know what? I'm going to keep the away formation on. I was considering going to the 4-5-1 that we played before. I've not even got it. Must be in here somewhere. Look at the amount of crazy formations I've got saved in there now. Right. Let's clear this all out. Going back with Walker as sweeper. Now a permanent player. Am I going to trust Pierce? I think I'm going to. Pierce back in. Kenner right. We're going to go Hyde. I feel like we've not been the same since we've stopped playing Hyde and standing. I'm going to go Crystal on the right. Then the forward line is going to be... Booth is still out. So we're going to go Nadar Bull, Newbie, Gemmell, Williams. Final league or final action of the stream. They are 5-3-2 direct pressing. So they're matching us. Got Steve Guppy. We would have had Steve Guppy if we knew that was an option. He would have been our left-sided Aureliano. So here we are. Thank you to everyone who's dropped by, who's joined us. Thank you if you've liked or commented or you've just been watching the stream. Really appreciate it. Crystal Palace playthrough will be back at 5 p.m. Steve Ball low and hard. I was like, is this going to be it? Yeah, that'll be back at 5 p.m. This one we have to look at when we are coming back for this Man City save, like I said. There will be videos out Friday or Sunday. Not committed to the schedule yet. Got a lot of school uniform shopping to do, so sadly that is deemed more important than my YouTube career. Not by me. Let me get that out there quick. Guppy with the delivery. Got to keep an eye on him, lads. He's got the license to get all the way forward down that left-hand side. If we, after such a good stream, if we lose here to Stoke, and then we're going to be coming into the next time we come back outside the playoffs, we'll be back tomorrow, because there's no way I can sit on that. It'll just always be in the back of my mind. People will be like, did you have a good summer? I'll be like, no. We've had 3 shots, none of them on target. Right, ball's going off. You're not playing a 5. Not while Newbie was in the form that he was in. Newbie grabs a goal here and it ends up being the winner. He will be declared stream MVP. Episode MVP. Easy chance for Pierce. He may have had a couple of 5s. He may have had the red card, but he's opened up his first ever, or he's opened up his goal scoring account with a crucial goal potentially. Don't say that too loud. Definitely shouldn't say it whilst it's easily findable for people to go. Walker, there he is. We're doing it now. We're strutting. We are strutting our stuff. I'm going to take standing off for Gemmell. Last 15. Get some experience on here. Newbie's just flattened someone. Let's see where this is going to leave us. Tidy. That's a tidy result. 2-0 win. Away at Stoke. Still in 6th place. Still got a little game in hand. Still in it. We are in this. In this. He is back playing with his spreadsheets. Is this what men like? Work? Right. Sadly, we might only be three days away, but we're gonna have to leave it there. I've got family commitments. We have been second most of the stream, Jazz. So let's not get too giddy yet. So there we go, guys. Thank you. That is going to be it. Thank you to everyone who's joined us on this journey. Like I said, I'll need to rearrange my schedule. I'll have a look at what we're going to do. I'll push all that out on community. We'll have a discussion. Like I said, could be an evening, could be a Saturday, but like I said, the streams, the videos on demand will be there for people. So thank you for joining us and helping us. Will we ever get Man City out of this league? Who knows? Have a good time at work. Thank you for everyone who's dropped by. Thank you for everyone who's watched this after.